So I don't have any excuses. I'm him. I'm here. I'm just doing it. We'll figure it out along the way. Videos will get better along the way. We'll figure it out. But first thing first, I got to show up. And I'm here. I practice self-care. I practice what I talk about. I prioritize self-care. I'm now at the point where I started out with 5 minutes of meditation. 5 minutes? Yeah, 5 minutes of meditation. Because I figured, like, I'd rather do 5 minutes every day than to do an hour, 30 minutes today and then get poofed out from that and not do it again until 3 months later. I've learned that, I ain't gonna get into that, but I've learned basically that progress over perfection. It's gonna be another one of my mixtapes. Pop. First one is Mom, second one is Pop. But it's progress over perfection. I had ADHD is one of those things you struggle with, is perfectionism. Like, it's always, I gotta be perfect. The camera lighting gotta be perfect. The time gotta be perfect. No. We ain't gonna record this week because I want to make sure I want to wear a different outfit. I want to put. It ain't gonna never be perfect, bro. Just go. So I say, it's just progress. I'm just gonna show up, and we'll deal with the rest later. But I practice self-care, meditation. I started with 5 minutes, then I moved to, 10 minutes, then I moved to 20 minutes. I'm at 20 minutes now. Every rising, 20 minutes. Take no thought. I sit and I clear my mind and I breathe. That's self-care. It's very important. Shut off the thinking, be quiet, and just breathe. Counseling. I receive counsel every single day through books. I've been in therapy. I had an actual therapist. I recommend that to anybody who, I recommend it to anybody, period. Like, just talking to a professional or someone who is very gifted at listening and being non-judgmental and quite, productive with their advice. I advise that to anybody because it's so important to have counsel. You don't know everything, nor should you desire to know everything that would defeat other people. Like, we are meant to live this life together. So what I lack, I find somebody who's strong at it, who has a lot of it. We accommodate one another. You see what I'm saying? We teach one another. Same thing with relationships, etc. But meditation, counseling, eating, that's all part of self-care. It's all a part of taking care of this. Eating right. Newsflash, guys, this affects you deeply. Let's start with the sugars. Now, I don't even gonna talk about me. The sugars, what I struggle. Tear my skin up, have you with spots and acne and freaking pigmentation here and there, and freaking dehydration. I mean, them sugars do a lot to you. But you get what I'm saying? It's just a matter of dealing with those different kinds of things properly. Taking care of this, right? And eating is one way that you do that. You eat right, you eat clean. It starts to help the body function in a way that can connect with the mental and everything's flowing. But if you eating terrible, you ain't getting no counsel, you don't never take time out to deal with self or go within self, you got a situation where now that's conflicting with the natural way of the body. It's like blood clots. The blood can't flow through properly. And when the blood can't flow through properly, it's going to back up and it's going to cause that chain reaction to the rest of the body, and you're going to have some problems. Strokes, heart attacks, respiratory failures. It's not a game. And it's the same thing that's happening mentally, right? I didn't become I didn't become vegan, or I didn't become um, you know, plant life because of the animals. I'll be honest. Nah, it wasn't for the animals. I didn't do that for the animals. I did that more so because me. I knew the effects of the foods I was eating, the mucus that was building up, and how I was feeling. Constantly having these migraines, constantly dehydrated, constantly deficient, constantly. And it's like, God, like, what's going on? Since I was in middle school, I was dealing with, since I was in middle school, I was dealing with that kind of stuff. Dealing with the headaches, dealing with the migraines, going to the hospital. They could never find out what was wrong ever. They do tests. Thank God there was no tumors and no cancers, but it was just like, we I don't know. But my whole body was freaking shut down. I can't see. My vision blurred. It was horrible. I said, man, I'm tired of this. Scared to go hard with working out. Scared to play hard when I'm playing basketball because I don't know what's causing it. But I know that it seems to happen after certain things. If I go too hard, if I'm doing this, so I figured it was related to that. It's a nightmare to be limited when you're like, man, I want to go as hard as I can go in everything that I do, but I'm being contained. So I said, you know what? I want a better quality of life. So I had to get a different mindset. Before I even started eating better to contribute to my mental, I had to have the willpower within me with whatever I had already to say, you know what, I want a better quality of life. I can't guarantee how long I'll be here, but what I can control is the quality while I'm here. Good mental health contributes to a higher quality of life. Hmm? It does. It enables people to enjoy their daily activities. You want to get out and swim at the pool. You want to go out for jogs and play basketball and work out at the gym, or run around with the kids. Mental health contributes to you being able to do so. Hmm? To have it in you to even want to, like, to feel like it. What's the point of having all these things that you can do, all these options, if you don't feel like it? You got $1 million, you can go anywhere. You know, you got, let's say, $40 million, you can go anywhere in the world. You could be anywhere in the world, but you don't, because you don't feel like it. I don't feel like going on any plane, dealing with these people, man. I don't feel like paying $30,000 to $40,000 for a private jet to get there faster. I don't feel like even getting jet lag. I don't feel like sitting on a plane for 14, 22 hours, man. I don't feel like that's this. Hmm? Dealing with mental health helps form healthy relationships. Long as you messed up here, you can find some of the sweetest people in the world, some of the greatest people in the world. It's not gonna make no difference because it's you. You're gonna find a way to mess that up. You're gonna find a way to blow something out of proportion. You're not dealing with something, right? Um, dealing with mental health, prioritizing self care is a great way to cope with challenges and stresses of life. Life is gonna come at you. Life is life. Life be lifing, and life gonna keep lifing. But how do you deal with life? By dealing with self. And that's how you choose the kind of quality of life you have. Your relationships, your challenges, your daily activities, your freedom, your fitness. That's a quality of life. That's wealth. Real wealth is friends, family, fitness, relationship, and freedom. You don't have those things, don't care how much money, jewelry, influence you have. If you don't have all those things, those three, the three F's, get that from MJ DeMarco. The three F's: family, fitness, freedom, and fitness slash health. You know what I mean? That's wealth. You can't have one or two of them and have it. You got to have all those things. But you have all those things, you always have wealth. It is not measured by the money like they tell you on TV.